Hey kids, it's me, Teacher A. In this video, we're going to prove the theorem on two secant segments. Okay? Are you ready? Okay, let's start. So the theorem goes like this. If two secant segments are drawn to a circle from an exterior point, so we have here two secant segments, yeah? Because they touch the circle at exactly 2 points, okay? And these two secant segments intersect at an exterior point, okay? So this one. So if we have like this, we can prove that the product of the length of this secant segment, okay, and its external secant segment is equal to the product of the lengths of the other secant segment and its external secant segment. Ito yon. Okay? AE, the length of this line segment AE, times the length of line segment BE is equal to the length of line segment DE times the length of the line segment CE. Okay? So, we're going to prove that theorem. Okay? So, ikukwento ko muna ulit sa inyo yung mangyayari sa theorem. Alright? And then, after the story, I'm going to write the two-column proof of this theorem. Alright? Okay. So, ito muna ang gagawin natin. We're going to draw chords. Okay, line segment AC and line segment BD. Alright? Let me do that. Okay, so after drawing chords AC and BD, we have like this. Okay, now, do you see the two triangles? Okay, those are triangle ACE here. A, C, E. Okay, kita nyo? Yan yon, right? So, ito, nilagay ko siya dito. Okay, so let me label. This is point A. Yeah, this is point C. And this one is point E. Okay? What about the other triangle? Do you see it? Okay, yung kamukha nito. Do you see it? Ito oh. Let me use another color. So, this is the second triangle. Yeah? Yung kamukha nito. Okay? So, again, let's label the points. This is point D. Alright? This is point B. And this is point E. Sorry, E. Okay? Okay. Now, we're going to prove that these two triangles are similar. Okay? Tapos magpa-follow na yung gusto nating i-prove ito. Now, I have a question. What are similar triangles? Okay, let's have a quick discussion on similar triangles. Similar triangles are triangles with the same shape but usually different in size. Okay? Yung parang magkamukha lang sila pero they don't necessarily have equal measures. Alright? Okay. Also, if you have similar triangles, their corresponding angles are congruent. So, what do you mean by that? Or what do I mean by that? Ganito yon. Let's have this angle. Right? Ang corresponding angle niya dito sa similar triangle niya ay this one. Okay? So they have the same measure. Okay? So for example, I name this A, B, C. And then this one is D, E, F. Okay? So these two triangles are similar. So I say the measure of angle A, so let me write here, measure of angle A is equal to the measure of its corresponding angle, which is D. Okay? Okay, alin pa ang corresponding angles dyan? Okay? B at saka E. So, angle B and angle E have equal measures. Let me write. Measure of angle B is equal to the measure of angle E. Okay? And then lastly, the third angle. So, ito yon. Right? So, the measure of angle C is equal to the measure of angle F. Okay? So, what about the sides of similar triangles? Ang sides naman ng similar triangles are not necessarily congruent. Okay? Not necessarily of equal length. Okay? So, what can we say about the lengths of similar triangles? Well, the corresponding sides of similar triangles are proportional. So, pwede nyong isipin if you have similar triangles. For example, this side. Di ba ang corresponding side niya? Ito. Okay? So, kunyari, ang relationship ng side na ito, tina-times 2. So, kunyari, itong side na to, ita-times 2 ko, I will get this side. So, yung times 2 na yon, lahat nag-a-apply sa other sides of the triangle. So, for example, itong AB, I will multiply this by 2, I will get this side. Okay? And then lastly, this side, AC, I will multiply this by 2, I will get this side. Okay? So, ibig sabihin nun, the ratio of the lengths of their corresponding sides are equal. Okay? So, let me write that. So, let's say, ito yung opposite side ng angle A. So, I'm going to use small a. This one, I'm going to use small c. Kasi opposite side ni angle C. Ito naman, this is the opposite side of angle B. So, I'm going to use lowercase letter b. Here then. Okay, so this is side E. This is side D. Ito, side F. Okay? So, ang sinasabi kapag similar triangles, anong meron sa corresponding sides? So, kunyari, I'm going to get the ratio. Okay? So, kunyari A, here na lang. A divided by this side. Okay? So, that's D. That is equal to, pili kayo ng isa pang side. Kunyari, ito. Okay? C over this side. Okay? So, F. Okay? So, yan yung ibig sabihin ng the ratio of the lengths of their corresponding sides are equal. So, another similar triangles. But if you notice, they look exactly the same. Yes, actually, ang congruent triangles, yeah, they are congruent because all the angles measure the same and all the sides measure the same. So they are congruent triangles. And all congruent triangles are similar triangles. Okay? Masasatisfy niya yung mga condition. Okay? Ano yung mga condition? The corresponding angles measure the same and the corresponding sides are proportional or the ratio of the corresponding sides are equal. So we now go back to the theorem that we are going to prove. Okay? So alam nyo na ang similar triangles. Okay? So let us label first the corresponding angles. Kita nyo ba? Of course, yung E, sila na yung corresponding angle kasi parehas naman sila. Okay? Okay, so let me put like this. Yeah? Okay, and then sinong correspond nitong angle A natin dito? Do you see? It's angle D. Right? Okay, so let's put two lines. Okay, and then lastly, etong C dito, yan, they are corresponding angles, angle C and angle B. So let's put 3 stripes. So we prove first that these two triangles are similar. And then after that, madali na tong i-prove. Okay? Okay, let's start proving. Okay, so this is the two-column approach. Okay, again, we know that the first statement, okay, it is usually the given. Okay, it says here that line segment AE and line segment DE are two secant segments that intersect at the exterior point E. Okay, so if you recall the figure, ito siya. After the given, we draw these two line segments, right? The line segment AC and the line segment DB. Okay? So here. Okay? Reason, 2 points determine a line. Then after that, let's go back to our figure. Okay? Do you see inscribed angles? Okay, let's name them. It's B, A, C. Okay? This angle. Right? And where's the other inscribed angle? B, D, C. This angle. Okay? And what do you notice? They intercept the same arc. Ito oh. Okay? So since they intercept the same arc, these two angles are congruent. They have equal measures. So, tapos na tayo dito sa part na to. Okay? We're able to prove that the measure of this angle is equal to the measure of this angle. Okay? Justified by these two inscribed angles. Yeah? Okay, so tapos na tayo dito. Okay? So let me write that in our two-column approach. Okay, so the third statement, the measure of angle BAC is equal to the measure of angle BDC. Alright? Okay? The reason? Inscribed angles intercepting the same arc have equal measures. Okay? That's correct. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, these two angles are congruent. Okay? Definition of congruent angles, di ba? Congruent angles have equal measures. So, that is exactly our fourth statement. That one. By the definition of congruent angles. Oh, by the way, di ba, we're proving first that the two triangles are similar. Okay, to be able to prove that, ipoprove natin that their corresponding angles are congruent. At tapos na tayo dun sa isa. Okay? Okay, yun na chinek natin kanina. Okay, so, actually, pwedeng two angles lang i-prove ninyo na same ang measure. Okay? Pero dito sa gagawin kong proof, ipoprove na natin na tatlo. Okay? Yung three angles are congruent. Alright? Okay. Next statement. So, the fifth statement is angle AEC is congruent to angle DEB. Where is that? AEC. So, this angle, okay, it's congruent daw to angle DEB. So, DEB. What do you notice? Parehong angle lang ito. Yes, that's true. It is justified by reflexive property of congruence. Okay? Any angle is congruent to itself. Siyempre, di ba? Okay? So, anong effect niyan dun sa two triangles na pinuprove natin na similar? So, let's go back. Nasaan yung angle E? Here. Okay? So, na-prove na natin that these two angles are congruent. Okay? So, ang natitira na lang sa atin is to prove that this angle is congruent to this angle. Now, we all know that the sum of the interior angles of any triangle is equal to 180 degrees. Okay? So, kapag inad ko tong tatlong angles na ito, that's equal to 180 degrees. Ito rin, kapag inad ko, it's equal to 180 degrees. Okay? So, if you want me to write, pwede naman. So, dito, kunyari, measure of angle A plus measure of angle C plus measure of angle E, it's equal to 180 degrees. Okay? Dito ko na rin isusulat for the second triangle para mas makita ninyo. Okay? Measure of angle D plus measure of angle B plus measure of angle E, it's equal to 180 degrees. Ngayon, tingnan nyo, this one, pareho lang siya dito, right? Tapos ito, pareho lang din siya dito. Okay? So, actually, kung pareho to, tapos pareho to, malamang these two angles measure the same. Okay? Because they should complete the 180 degree measure. Okay? Okay. Ang tawag dyan, ang tawag dito, okay, supplements of congruent angles. Okay? Kasi nga, congruent na itong mga angles na to, so their sum is also congruent. So, ano yung kulang to make it 180 degrees? Ito. Okay? Or ito. So, they are supplements of congruent angles. Alright? Okay. So, actually, that is going to be our next statement. So, how are you so far? Nakakasunod ba kayo? Okay? So, if you want to see more videos like this, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. You may want to share this video to your friends also. Okay? Okay, let's continue. Our next statement is angle ACE. So, where is that? Here. ACE. Okay, so this is exactly our angle C. Okay, is congruent to angle DBE. So, where is that? Here. DBE. So, which is exactly our angle B here. Okay, they are congruent because they are supplements of congruent angles. Now, so we're able to prove that all the corresponding angles of these two triangles are congruent. So, therefore, these two triangles are similar. This is how we write it. That is going to be our seventh statement. That one. Triangle AEC is similar. That's how we write the similarity symbol. Okay? So, this triangle is similar to triangle DEB. Okay? Which is exactly our two triangles here. Okay? Triangle ACE and triangle DBE. Okay? Or in any order that you like. Triangle AEC, triangle DEB, B. Okay? Possible yun. Kahit anong position ng mga letters pwede. Alright? Okay. So, that is justified by the angle-angle similarity theorem. So, ibig sabihin nito, kapag yung two angles ng triangle are congruent, you say the two triangles are similar. Pero, nilagyan ko ng AAA kasi ito yung ginamit natin. We prove that the three angle measures are congruent. So, we have angle, angle, angle similarity theorem. Okay? So, we were able to prove that the three angles, the three corresponding angles of the two triangles are congruent. So, that's why we conclude that they are similar triangles. Now, since they are similar, the ratio of the lengths of their sides are equal. Okay? So, kukuha tayo ngayon ng ratio. Okay? Nung lengths ng mga sides ng triangle. Okay? So, let's go back to our triangle. Here. Okay? So, kukuha tayo ng ratio here. The length of this side, okay? It is simply, this is how you write the length. A, E. Okay? That's the length of the line segment AE. Wala nang bar on top. Okay? Okay. Over, nasaan yung corresponding side niya? Do you see it? This one? Yeah? Okay. So, DE. Okay? Yun yung sinasabi ng the ratio of the lengths of the side of the or corresponding side of similar triangles are equal. Yan. Equal to, pili ka ulit ng isa pang side. So, ito. Okay? This one is CE. The length of that is written in this way. Okay? Over, okay, alin ang corresponding side niya dun sa second triangle? Diba ito? Okay, so let me write. It's BE. Yeah? Okay, pwede nyo rin isulat yung third side. Yung third side, AC. Okay? AC. The length of this side. Ano yung corresponding side niya? This side naman. Okay? So, that's DB. Okay? So, yun yung sinasabi na if you have similar triangles, the ratio of the lengths of the corresponding sides are equal. Okay? So, actually, ito yung next statement natin. So, this is our 8th statement. I'm just going to use this two sets of corresponding sides kasi siya lang yung kailangan natin to prove the theorem. Okay? So, ito yun. Okay? What could be the reason? Lengths of sides of similar triangles are proportional. Okay? So, we're almost done. We multiply both sides of the equation by BE times DE. Do you imagine that? Okay, let me write here. You imagine that you multiply both sides by the length DE times the length of side BE. Okay, this is it. Kapag dinistribute ko siya dito, yeah, magka-cancel ang DE. You're going to have AE times BE. Right? And then, kapag dito ko naman siya dinistribute, magka-cancel yung BE. So, ito. Okay, magka-cancel naman yung BE. Okay, and then na matitira, CE times DE. Okay, ito siya. Okay, AE times BE is equal to DE times CE by multiplication property of equality. Okay? And then we're done. Ito yung gusto nating i-prove. Okay? Let's go back to our figure. Ito, di ba? We want to prove that the product of the lengths of this secant segment and this external secant segment, so that's AE times BE, okay, is equal to the product of this secant segment and this external secant segment, which is DE times CE. Okay? So, I think that's it. This is the two-column proof for the theorem on two secant segments. Okay? So, please like and share this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.